Do you like to have a bunch of big things inside of you? Well, this video is for you. Today, we're rebuilding the Giants. Everyone on the team has to be 6'5" or taller. So, yeah. That being said, we're going to get into it. Um, there's not many players on this team that are above 6'5", so not much we can keep. So, yeah, that being said, we're going to go find some players, and we're going to go put together a squad. Alright, this might seem like a crazy trade, but we're going to trade Jeremiah Jenkins, Logan Webb, and Patrick Bailey, and we're going to pick up Aaron Judge. I was also thinking about trying to get Cam, but he only has like 83 potential, which absolutely sucks. So yeah, I don't think that's going to really help us out too much, so we're going to take Judge. Hopefully he's going to be a good enough addition to help us get some wins, but we needed the one position that is going to be hard, because I did a little bit of looking before. There's only like one or two technical catchers, and none of them are good. So there's Hayden McCreary, who's actually a first baseman, and there's Jacob Stallings. Those are the only two. So what might happen is I might take a catcher or a different position player and turn them into a catcher. But we'll see. We'll find out. That being said, we're going to make this deal. Judge is elite, and we need him on our team. So yeah. Alright, we're going to trade Braxton Roxby, Robbie Ray, and Jung-Hoo Lee for Grayson Rodriguez. He's 6'5" on the dot. He's got 87-ish potential, so he should turn into a good middle of the rotation guy for us in the future. That's what we're looking for, so we're going to add him to the team and hope he can develop. Alright, we're going to trade Hunter Bishop, Luis Matos, and Justin Verlander. We're going to get Kate Smith. Verlander's 6'5", but he's 100 years old, and he's going to go down fast, so we're going to make this deal and hope it plays out well for us. We're going to trade Trevor Cohen, Juan Sanchez, and Landon Raup, and we're going to get Sandy Alcantara. This is a long shot, but I'm hoping I can turn Sandy into a top-end rotational guy. It's going to be tough, but I think we can do it, so we're going to make this deal and hope that we can. Alright, we're going to trade Brett Wisely, Wilmer Flores, and Carson Wisenhunt. I mean, how tall is Wilmer? He's 6'2". For Edward Cabrera, who is 6'5". He's going to be a middle to top end rotation guy if he develops, so we're going to make this deal. Alright, we're going to trade Tyler Vogel, Mason Black, and Tyler Fitzgerald. To the Reds, we're going to pick up Brady Singer, 6'5". He's got decent potential on him. He's going to be hopefully that middle to low end rotational guy for us. He's going to be our fourth starter. We're going to get one more, and then I think we're going to call it a day for starting pitching. Alright, this might seem like an overpay, but we're going to trade Heliot Ramos, Marco Luciano, and Matt Chapman over to the Reds, and we're going to get Nick Lodolo, pair him up with, what's his name, with Brady Singer. Yeah, so I think our rotation is actually pretty good. Besides these, like, three, I mean, honestly, we have a very mid-rotation, but they all have the potential to be good, so, yeah, I don't mind this. We're going to go find some hitters now, which is, going to be the hard part because they're hard to trade for, but we're going to go find some guys. Alright, we're going to trade Damian Bravo, Marquise Johnson, and Randy Rodriguez for Mason Miller. He's 6'5", good relief pitcher. We're going to take him and hope that he turns into a stud. We're going to trade Kai Wee Tang, Keaton Wynn, and Willie Adames over to the Pirates for O'Neal Cruz, who's 6'7", 6'7". Edit that out, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, his hitting stats aren't great, but he's got good defense, good speed. I feel like he can develop enough, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for, but yeah, when you're looking at hitters, there aren't many that are tall. So we're gonna just make this deal. He might have to play shortstop, so yeah. We're going to trade Matt Gage, Jose Butto, and Ryan Walker for Felix Bautista. 89 potentially, 6'8". He's scary as hell, so we're going to just add him to the team and, yeah, hope he can help us win some games. We're going to trade Dakota Jordan and Santiago Camacho for Charlie Condon, who's going to be one of probably the only prospects we get. There aren't, like I said, in terms of hitters, there aren't many tall ones. So he always develops pretty well in these. So if it takes a while, he'll be a good addition. So yeah. We're going to trade Dominic Smith and Gavin Killen for Jack Caglione. He's got a crazy arm, so I wish I could turn him into a two-way. That would be so nice, but we can't. So we're going to get him. He's probably going to be a DH. I know we have a lot of first basemen here, but Bryce Eldridge has good defense, so he might play left field. Where's the other guy I just got? Charlie Condon. If his defense develops, I can move him to third. But yeah, Jack Aglione, we need him on this team. He can hit normally in these. He develops pretty well for the most part, so we're going to add him to the team. We're going to trade Andrew, I'm not saying that, Max Stassi, and Tristan Beck for AJ Puck. I've seen him develop really well in a lot of these sims, so we're going to hope that this is the case again. Alright, we're going to trade Hayden, hold on. We're going to trade Casey Schmidt and Hayden Birdsong, who is just 1 inch too short, for Yohan Duran and Alec Boehm. 2 great additions to this team. Honestly, this team, we might be a year or 2 away from winning it. So we're going to make this deal. Alec Boehm might play shortstop or second base. He might play second base, just because that's kind of what I need. So, yeah, we'll see. All right, we're trading Rafael Devers, Trevor McDonald, and Ethan Small for Thomas White, Noble Meyer, and Ava Arquette. 6'5" shortstop. We do need that. Yeah, so we're going to take that. He'll find a spot in this team somewhere. I'm not sure where just yet, but he'll find a spot. So, that being said, I think that's the last deal we're going to make for now. I might make a couple signings for some kind of roster fillers. But yeah, I don't think this team is going to win a World Series just yet, but we're going to be on the right path in the next couple years. So, that being said, I'll see you guys at the All-Star break. Alright, you guys might call this cheating, but I made Ava Arquette a catcher. He's the only high potential catcher we have. I gave him 55 blocking. We're going to pretend like he worked this whole offseason to become a catcher. Whatever. He's going to be our catcher of the future, hopefully. Yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Alright, we are at the Home Run Derby. Aaron Judge is here. It's funny because I just realized that everyone thought he went to the Giants, but this is Arson Judge, not Aaron Judge. My fault. O'Neal Cruz is an all-star, but that looks like it's about it. Lodolo's doing meh. He's going up in overall, though, so that's good. Wow, Keaton's doing well. Alright, good for him. Hayden Birdsong is doing well, too. I really wish he was just an inch taller. Edward Cabrera is doing okay. He's going up a little bit, which is good. Sandy, up 276. He's getting better. He's, not doing bad. Not doing great, though. Grayson Rodriguez, yeah, I mean, he's kind of meh. Mason Miller is doing very well, though. Tyler Rogers, my goat. What about our closers? Oh, man. Who even is our closer? It's not Cade Smith. It's not Felix Bautista, is it? No. Is it Mason Miller? Oh, it's Mason Miller getting all the closing opportunities. Catcher, we have... Oh, my God, I forgot we have... What's his name down here? Jacob Stallings, who's hitting 209. All right. What's his WAR look like? That's what I want to know. How bad is it? Negative 1.5. All right. First base, we have... I think Joey Gallo. Yeah, it's a combination of Garrett Cooper and Joey Gallo, who are both hitting 228 and 229. Honestly, Joey Gallo not doing too bad. He has a positive WAR. Garrett Cooper has a negative WAR. I guess he's the one who's been playing first base. So he's been doing okay-ish. That's fine. Second base, Alec Boehm hitting 293. All right, that's what I like to see. He's still going up, which is good. Third base, Matt Chapman. I wish we could have kept you. I don't even know who we have playing third base right now. Hayden, I guess. Wow, he's hitting 200. He's going up a ton, though, which is good for him, I guess. O'Neal Cruz is hitting 252 with 17 tanks. It's going up all around, so that's good. Except for his speed, which went down 1. Left field is... I'm not sure. I wanted James Wood. He's not doing too hot. I might see if I can make a move for him. Oh, yeah, Jason Hayward hitting 232. He's going up and overall for some reason, which is insane. Center field, couldn't tell you who it is, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. And then Aaron Judge hitting 301 with 25 tanks. Acuna just doing a little bit better than him, though. Having a great year. Yeah, but that being said, I might look to make a trade for James Wood. I want him. I know I can develop him into a beast. I kind of want to try to get him, so we might try to get him. But I also might make a couple call-ups because, as you can see, 48 and 49. Let me go take a look at the standings. It puts us fourth in our own division, but in the wild card, we're really only a few games out. I mean, we're 2 games behind on, 2.5 behind on the Phillies, and I think we might have a couple players we could call up to make us a little bit better. For instance, Ava Arquette might make us a little bit better. He's hitting 290 in AAA, so that might be a good player to call up. Jack Caglione, he's only hitting 243 in AAA. Might call him up. It's like I feel like if I call anyone up, Jesus, Kobe, you gotta get better. Only hitting 208 in AAA. I might send him down another level. Bryce Elder's hitting 266. It's like I feel like if I called up some of these guys, like Spencer Jones, we'd be in a much better spot. But I don't think I want to ruin anyone's development. Except for you. You can go down to AA. You are not doing well. But yeah, that being said, I think we're just going to finish out the year and see what we can do in the offseason. I think is our best option. Charlie Condon's only hitting 204 in AA. My God, buddy, figure it out. Alright, that being said, I'll see you guys probably at the end of the year. Alright, it sounds crazy, but I did move Joey Gallo to catcher to finish out the year. I was thinking about calling up Ava, but he's just not ready. I did send him, actually, I sent him down to AA, just that he would get more game time. But yeah, Joey Gallo's going to stay up and play first base. Can't hit, but I did give him blocking. I gave him 50, but yeah, he's going to be our catcher. I did call up Jack Caglione. I called up Kobe Mayo. I called up Bryce Eldridge and Spencer Jones. Figured, you know what, we might as well go all out. Try to get to the postseason this year. That being said, let's take a look here. Make sure everyone here is 6'5" or taller. And they are. All right. So if we do make it to the postseason this year, we are eligible. So, yeah, I doubt we make it there, but who knows? We might shock everyone. All right, and this is what our draft class looks like. I don't think we can keep – the only person we can keep is Phillip Lynn. But these guys are going to be some good trade pieces. So, yeah, that's what I'm hoping for at least. We only had 5 picks. What they signed in the offseason, I guess. Willie Adames, I guess. So they lost their pick. That being said, I'm going to go look through and see if there's any good players we can steal. So, yeah. Wow, I think the Diamondbacks might have had one of the greatest draft classes in a sim team I've ever seen. Holy shit. That's insane. Alright, we finished 81 and 81. Just missed out on the playoffs, unfortunately. Actually, we didn't just miss out, but yeah. Judge went off. We need to get him a good enough team soon before he starts regressing too much. But great year from him. O'Neal Cruz had a great year. Maybe not. He had 240, but that's fine. Anybody else here do anything? Yeah, really, the hitting really needs to get better. Joey Gallo manages to put up a 3.2 WAR season. Good for him, honestly. He might stick around as a backup catcher. Pitching WAR, we should have had at least 2 guys here. Maybe 3. Come on, show me someone. Nick Lodolo 2.4. Gonna need to change that. 15 and 9, 317 is not bad though. Edward Cabrera 3.7, 9 and 8, 1.8 WAR. Mason Miller with a 1.2 WAR had 50 saves, so good for him. And then Grayson Rodriguez and Kate Smith made it 8 and 7. I realized that he wasn't starting games about halfway through the season, and then Kate Smith 2.04 ERA, 8 and 9. Not a bad year from him. Yeah. Any award winners? I'm guessing Judge won like MVP. He won the batting title, but no MVP. Goes to Pete Alonso, who hit 53 home runs. Yeah, alright, good for him. Any award winners elsewhere? Mason Miller had a good year. Judge, third for Hank Aaron. Gold Glove for Lodolo. Couple Silver Sluggers here, so not bad. How did our midseason call-ups do? Jack Caglione hit 223. Not ideal. Kobe Mayo hit 268, so he did a lot better in the MLB than he did in AA. So we'll take that. Bryce Eldridge hit 206, so still a lot of room for growth. And then Spencer Jones hit 238, 7 home runs. Still room for growth there too, obviously, but he's getting a lot better. Ava Arquette, it doesn't show how much he went up, but he went up by 4 overall, so I know his defense got a lot better, his hitting got a little better. He was hitting like 3-something in AA, so look to see him get called up in the near future. But that being said, we got to make some moves this offseason. I need to get at least a couple more competent players to put around Judge. Because realistically, we're a few like pieces and maybe like a few bench bats away from being a World Series winning team, or at least a playoff team. So we need to look to put together a team like that for Judge. It's like I said, he's got a limited amount of time before he starts going down. So like to capitalize on it. So that being said, we're gonna go make some moves and see what happens. But first, let's get to the off season. Tigers beat the Braves, all right. And shout out to Maxwell Scherzer. Wow, we lost a lot of guys. Shout out Ramon. Should have called them up. And Marcus Phelps and Adam Ottavino, who didn't play with the big club, unfortunately, and Stephen Haas. I think these are all like devs, but I just needed 6'5" people, so yeah. No Scherzer in the hall. All right, that sucks. That being said, I'm gonna make some moves. I'll see you guys when I do. All right, we're at the draft lottery. We have the 15th best odds. We're not moving. Respectfully, we shouldn't move, but I've seen weirder things happen in this game, so show me something crazy. Why not? Come on. All right, we say at 15. Guardians jump up 4 for number 1 for like the second time in 5 years or whatever. So that's all right. All right, we do sign someone. He's not going to be staying for long, but it is Kyle Schwarber. Yeah, I need someone to trade for James Woodward, so it's going to be Kyle Schwarber, hopefully. So, yeah, he's going to be here for the first half of the year. All right, so we are able to get this deal done. We're sending Kyle Schwarber, Thomas White, and Lorenzo Rios. He's too short. Kyle Schwarber, we know, is too short. Thomas White is the right height, but yeah, we need James Wood on this team big time. He's hitting 274 with 12 home runs at this point. He's going up everywhere. I need him on this team. So we're going to make this deal. I might try to get Thomas White back because he is a good prospect. But that being said, we're going to make this deal and hope it plays out well for us. All right, we're at the home run derby again. We're just under 500 again. Aaron Judge is going off again. Really need this team to start figuring it out. No all-stars again. Lodolo's third. I mean, it's like he's figuring it out, which is good. He's capped out where he is, though. Hayden Birdsong, man. Why couldn't you have been an inch taller? Edward Cabrera is doing pretty well. He's capped out where he is. Brady Singer's doing decent. I think he's still got potential left in him. Spencer Strider, whoa, why is he down to an 80? Who else do we have on this team? I keep forgetting. Sandy is doing alright. Relief pitchers we don't care too much about. Closing pitchers, Randy Rodriguez is doing well, good for him. Catcher is still Joey Gallo, unfortunately. I think that's the last position I think we really need is like catcher and maybe a little bit of player development, and we're good. Tyler Soderstrom back to the Braves, I think. I think he came from the Braves, or that was Shea Langeliers. It was one of those two. Who was our first baseman again? Jack Caglione, hitting 211. Like I said, if these guys can just figure it out, develop a little bit, and hit the ball, we'll be fine. Alec Boehm, 273. He's doing what we need him to do, so that's good. Third base, we have Kobe Mayo hitting sub 200. Shortstop, O'Neal Cruz hitting 224, but I guess he brings good enough defense to the table to do stuff. I don't know, I guess. James Woods hitting 288. That was definitely a great pickup. We needed that on our team. Center field is the Yankees guy, Spencer Jones, 220. He's getting better, though, which is good. And then Judge in right field again. Yeah, we're right there. It's just the bottom half of our lineup isn't good enough to compete. And it's not like we have guys that are at least hitting well. Their overalls are low, but they hit or they field. We just have guys, kind of. Like the top 4 do their job for the most part. O'Neal Cruz, I wish he would do a little better, but just these last 5 guys are struggling. I might look to make some moves, but I really don't know what other moves we can make. So that being said, we're gonna go take a look around and see what we can find. We're gonna trade Cesar Guerrero, Doug Stewart, and Philip Lynn to the Rays and get Pete Fairbanks. I think if we somehow make this bullpen a little bit better, it'll make up for the fact that we don't have a good lineup. So that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. I think we're going to go get maybe 1 or 2 more guys. I think 1 more guy to kind of fill this out, and I think we should be good. So that being said, we're going to make this deal and then see if I can find 1 more. Because Pete Fairbanks is 6'6", so yeah, we're going to make that deal. Alright, we're going to trade Brett King for Luke Little straight up. This is going to be the last move I make to strengthen this bullpen. I might try to get 1 more starter. Sandy, he really isn't developing the way I need him to, so we might look to move on from him if we can find an absolute beast. That being said, this is the deal we're making for now. We're going to trade AJ Puck and Joel Peguero for Clay Holmes. He's in AAA. I don't think he's on the 40-man, but he's in AAA, so it should be fine. We're going to turn him back into a starter and see if he's good. Alright, we had a decent draft. We get to keep this guy and this guy. Everyone else has to get, well, they don't have to get traded, but they won't be allowed to be called up. But this guy might be a beast very soon, so that's good. Yeah, we're going to finish out the year, though. We might be a playoff team, so it might not matter, but we will see. We finished 86 and 76 and make it to the postseason. Wow. Mason Miller led the league in saves, and Nick Lodolo led in WHIP. Aaron Judge led in home runs and on base and OPS. So, Miguel Andujar, what are you doing here? Batting war, though. Who did well? Aaron Judge with a 6.2. We didn't expect anything less from him. O'Neal Cruz with a 5.5. Another good year from him. Who else? James Wood, 4.2, not bad. Joey Gallo. I mean, we just revived his career. He had a 3.2 WAR. He hit like shit, but apparently he can fields. Yeah, he was a pretty good defender. Didn't win a Gold Glove or anything, but I mean, considering he has a combined 6.4 WAR over the last 2 years, I mean, pretty good. Yeah, but that's it for the hitting. Pitching wise, Nick Lodolo 4.7, Joe Musgrove 4.7. Definitely a good pickup. Definitely the right move. Edward Cabrera 3.4. Who else do we have? Okay, so Grayson Rodriguez also did decent. He did a lot better once we traded him, so I guess we both won that deal. Brady Singer 2.2. Did pretty well though. Anyone else? I think we had 1 more starter. Sandy 1.5. Unfortunately, he's not turning into what I need him to turn into, but that's okay. Nolan McLean, good for him. So yeah, that being said, I'm gonna fix our roster, and then we'll head into the postseason. I don't think we won any awards. Judge second for MVP, and I was going the wrong way. Didn't win any awards. Oh, Judge won a Silver Slugger, of course. But that being said, I'm gonna go fix the roster, and then we will hop into it. Alright, so everyone can see here are all of our players. Look at their heights. They're all 6'5" or taller. So, yeah. Still have a couple of really bad guys on the end of the bench. Ava Arquette, he fell off. Charlie Condon got better at least. But yeah, that being said, let's get to the playoffs. All right, first round, we are going up against the Reds. We have two of their pitchers. Nick Lodolo, Game 1 versus Hunter Green, is a dub. Edward Cabrera versus Andrew Abbott, Game 2, is a win. I'm going to double check the roster because I like to do weird stuff. I'm also going to fix our, actually, not going to fix our rotation. It has to be what it is, but I'm going to go check the roster, and then we'll hop into the next game. All right, we're going up against the Dodgers. This might be where our playoff run ends, but we got Joe Musgrove versus Shohei Ohtani on the bump, Game 1. Is a win. Brady Singer versus Yamamoto, Game 2, is a loss. Sandy versus Glasnow, Game 3, is a win. Snell versus Lodolo, Game 4, we have a chance to move on, is a loss. We are going to a Game 5. Top in here. Actually, I'm going to go make sure the roster looks good. I'm not sure if Edward Cabrera is going to start this game, but give me 1 second. Alright, so here we are. The Dodgers won 98 games last year, or this year. Edward Cabrera is going to be on the bump. He is our number 2 guy. Unfortunately, they've got their ace, but that's alright. We got Edward Cabrera. Hopefully he can get a job done. The lineup looks very good for the most part. Obviously, I mean, wow, Spencer Jones, okay? These guys are going off in the playoffs a little bit, which is good. James Wood is not. Aaron Judge is meh. Alec Bohm is not. O'Neal Cruz is. But that being said, let's go in here. Let's get a dub. We got a lot of lefties. We should be at an advantage here. So let's go get a job done. We start off with 3. That's exactly what I like to see. Edward Cabrera, hold it down. There we go. We get another 2. Edward Cabrera, just keep holding it down. We get another one. We get another one. Alright, we are going to pull Cabrera here. Oh, okay, hold on. We are going to pull Cabrera here. We're going to bring in... We're going to bring Pete Fairbanks. There we go. We get another run. Pete Fairbanks, take us home. Oh, yeah. We are going to be moving on... Okay. To the next round of the playoffs. We just smoked the Dodgers. Now we're going to be taking on the Braves. Hell of a game from Cabrera. Hell of a game from our lineup. But yeah, I'm going to go fix the rotation. I think Lodolo should be good enough for Game 1. But yeah, I'm going to go fix that, and then we'll get into it. So I did put Lodolo on the bump for Game 1 versus King. We lose. Cabrera versus Valdez, Game 2, is a win. Musgrove versus Spencer, Game 3, is a win. Lopez versus Singer, Game 4, is a win. Sandy versus Michael King, Game 5, is a win. We are going on to the World Series versus the Tigers. I'm going to just finalize the roster one last time, and we are going to the World Series. That's what I like to see. All right, so we are going up against the Tigers. This is insane. We're in the World Series. Lodolo versus Screwball, Game 1, is a win. Casey Mize versus Edward Cabrera, Game 2, is a win. Musgrove versus Flaherty, Game 3, is a win. We have a chance to win in 4 games. We get a nice sweep right here. 86 win team with the power of friendship. Barely made the playoffs. We're in the World Series. Wow, that's what I mean. All it takes is just getting to the playoffs, and you have a shot. But let's see if we can get it done here. I know we're due for a loss now, so hopefully that's not the case. They put up 2. We do not answer. They put up another 2. All right. Brady Singer, you are done for the day. Let's bring in Lucchese. See if he can get through some innings. Gives up 1. We get 2 back though. We get 2 more. All right, we have a game here. We have a game on our hands. All right, I'm gonna hop in. You know what? This might be our best shot of actually playing and getting the hit. We got O'Neal Cruz up. We have the top of our lineup up. We're gonna get it up, I think. They still have Screwball in. All right, because we have a couple lefties at the top. But 86 versus 89 wins for the World Series. That's absolutely insane. I can't believe we've actually gotten to this point. Will Vest on. Oh, they bring in Will Vest. All right, we have a good chance here. O'Neal Cruz, send a ball to the gap. 105. That might go. Nah, it's not. Too much under it. Too much under it. All right, that number 1. It's a good first swing. I haven't played this game in a hot minute, so gonna take me a second to get back here. So we might not have the best chance here, but Alec Bohm, get a single here. Get a nice little single. I've been playing a lot of 2K recently. If you guys have been checking out the TikTok lives. But Alec Bohm, let's get a nice little single here somewhere. Let's get a job done. Nah, it's way off. Alright. Alright. 2 outs, 2 outs. We got Judge up, though. I mean, Arson Judge at the plate. I should have changed his name. It would have been funny, but it is what it is. Aaron, get a job done, buddy. Not the biggest fan of Aaron Judge's swing in this game, but I needed him for the sim at the very least, so that's why he's here. Plus, he's a beast, so. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of his swing. It's a little bit too long for me, but pause. Whoa, big pause. Let me chill out. See if he can hit a home run now that I just said something crazy. Of course he does. All right, we have a tie ball game. Aaron Judge isn't too long for me, apparently. Whoa. We have a tie ball game. Thank you, Arson. Now, James Wood, Nationals legend. I got him. I've probably got him in the last 2 or 3 rebuilds, but that's fine. My tall king. Watch your lips. There we go. Nice little single. Last time I checked, wasn't doing great in the postseason, but looks like he's just turning it around right now. I think we have straight lefties up next. They're going to the pen. They're bringing in a lefty for Spencer Jones. All right. All right. Let's see if we can get you on second here.
Runner, runner, runner!
That's not it. All right, we do tie it up, though. Let's see if our pitching can hold it close. Is that Dansby over there at shortstop? What am I seeing? And Luis Garcia? What are they putting together here? And they take a lead. All right, Pete Fairbanks, you are done. Felix Bautista, get me 1 out, buddy. There we go. All right. We need another run to tie it, 2 to win it. Tyler Alexander's still on the bump. We got a lot of lefties up, which is not good. Which is not good. It's going to be out number 1. That's all right. That's okay. Kobe Mayo. 204 in the playoffs. Just about the same in the regular season. I don't know what I'm swinging at. It's going to be out number 2, though. It's going to be out number 2. They're going to the pen. They're bringing in Matt Strom, I think. Yeah, for Joey Gallo. Man. Relying on Joey Gallo in the World Series is not what I thought I would be doing today. That's alright, I guess. He's got 21 contact, 13 vision, but 72 power, so if he makes contact, it's going to go a long way. So. And he made contact, and that is hit 111. It's going to be double, maybe? That might be 3. Nah, it's only double. Alright, but a 2-out double, so we get another rally started a little late. That's alright. Joey Gallo's hitting 370 in the playoffs. Or at the very least in the World Series. That's insane. Joey Gallo for MVP. Come on, Bryce Eldridge, do a job. Perfect, perfect. Off of the first baseman's glove. That's going to be out number 3. Of course it is. Alright. Alright, SDS. Stay hating. That's fine. Felix, just hold it down. One more batter. No, we're going to pull him. Garrett Whitlock. I haven't seen you much this video. Which I guess is a good thing. They are going to bring... Is that Class A? They have Class A on their team? No way. Alright, O'Neal. I need you to come through, buddy. Get a nice little hit here. Just get on base. We got Judge up in the 3 spot. Alec Bohm is behind you. He's decent. Just get on base. You're good against righties. I don't know why they didn't leave the lefty in, but come on, O'Neal. That ball is hit not well enough. All right. O'Neal Cruz, we're in the World Series here, bud. I need you to run that out. I know you don't think you have a chance of getting there, but run that out. Come on. Alec Bohm, can you hit a single for me? Lean into something, honestly. We'll take any type of base runner here. That is not going to be a base runner. All right. It's all up to Aaron Judge yet again. I know I'm asking a lot of you, Judge, but I need you to hit another home run. I need you to hit another home run and send this to extras. That's my pitch. I just need decent enough contact and we're there. Judge, do what you do. No, that's foul. Alright. Come on. 0-2, Judge. It's where heroes are made. And that's going to be out number 3. He got that off the end of the bat. Alright. They do take a game. That's alright. We got 3 more. I swear if we blow a 4-0 or a 3-0 lead, it might be my last time playing this game. But we do take a loss. Pete Fairbanks, unfortunately, gives up a run. Wasn't our best game, but it happens. It happens. We're still in this, obviously. We're still right here. We got Sandy on the bump, which I don't know if Lodolo has enough energy, he's going to be starting this game. No offense, Sandy, but I just don't. Oh, but then again, I mean, he's been decent. Nah, we need our guy on the bump. We're going to go Lodolo and hope that he can do it. He gives up 2 in the first inning. We do not answer. Lodolo, keep it here. All right. Just keep it close, Lodolo. All right. Bring in. Honestly, it might sound crazy, but we're going to bring in Sandy and hope he can get an out. There we go. All right. There we go, Sandy. Okay, we get 1. Sandy, work out of it. Come on. There we go. All right, 7th inning. We're down by 1 again. Same situation. They got a lefty on the bump for Judge. All right. I mean, we're neck and neck with them. We have been the last 4 games. Obviously, first 3 we took, the last one we dropped. But Judge, I mean, get yourself a World Series MVP. Prove to everyone, oh, they bring in a righty. That's perfect. That's perfect. Judge can hit righties, and everyone else behind him can too. Come on, Judge. Honestly, Judge, Wood, Caglione, I think that's an easy 2 runs right there. At least 1, though. Get through. No, it doesn't get through. Judge, run that out, please. All right. We got a runner on first. Judge does a job. That's what I'm talking about. Fortunately, I don't have any, really anyone on the bench to bring in. James Wood, just send the ball to the gap somewhere. That works. That works. Probably should have squared that up a little bit better. Send that to a gap, but single's a single. Just keep the line moving. Jack, I need you to come through. I need you to get it done here because they're going to bring in a lefty. I know they're bringing in a lefty. Come on, Jack. Ball to the gap, scores 2. Ball to the gap, scores 2. Single somewhere. Doesn't score anyone, but just get a ball to the gap and we got a run or 2. Come on. That's a dot and a half. Great pitch. So one bad thing about this challenge is everyone has a big strike zone. That is the one bad thing. Come on. There we go. Good take, good take. All right. Ball to the gap, Jack. Come on. Damn, that ball moved away from me. All right. Too early on it. Okay. 2-2. Let's do a job. Only 87? Judge is going to get there, though. So it is a productive out. It is a productive out. We got 1 down, 2 runners in scoring position. They are going to the pen. They are going to bring in a lefty, like I said they would. I really don't have any bench options. Ava Arquette might be the bench option. Or Charlie Condon. But we don't have a backup center fielder, do we? Charlie Condon technically can play center field. We're going to trust in him. We're going to trust in Spencer Jones to do a job. And then we're going to pull Gallo. I think regardless, we're pulling Gallo. Whether it's for Charlie Condon or Ava Arquette is still to be decided, but Gallo's getting pulled. Come on, Spencer. Don't make me regret the decision to keep you in. But I'm going to trust you. I'm going to put a little faith in you. Nope. There we go. 2-1. We're putting ourselves in a good count, which is good. It's always a good step. That's going to be not getting through, but it is a tie ball game. All right. Good enough job for me, Spencer Jones. Thank you. If only I got a little bit more of that. Step out. I don't think Joey Gallo's the pick here. This 28 clutch. I think we are gonna bring in Ava Arquette. I think that's our option. Bring in Ava Arquette. See if he can get a single here. He has no power, but he's got 60 clutch. It's something. It is something. I'm not looking for a home run, Ava. Just put the ball in the gap somewhere. Whether it's up the middle, first and second base, just hit a ball through the infield somewhere. Nope. Sorry, Gallo. I do believe in you against righties, but not against lefties with runners in scoring position. Come on. Missed our pitch the first pitch, but see if he's gonna give us another one. Let's say we have 11 runners left on base. Jeez. Not good. Wow, that's a dot. Can't even be mad at it. That's a spot and a half. 3-2. Ava Arquette. Ava Arquette gets it done. There we go. He's a 66 overall with one of the biggest swings in the postseason. That is what I'm talking about right there. All right. I am going to hit with Kobe Mayo because he does have the favorable matchup. So if we can somehow manage to get a nice hit here, Ava Arquette will probably score from first if we get a gap somewhere. But we'll see. I don't trust Kobe very much, so change my mind, Kobe. No, that's a good pitch. I thought that was fastball. All right. Early on that. I got to be on time with these. These are good pitches. These are good pitches to hit. I'm way too early. Good take. Tyler Alexander, fall apart a little bit, buddy. Come on. That's going to be out number 3. All right. So we do take a lead thanks to Ava Arquette and James Wood and everyone else in between. But now I just need the pitching to get it done. We're going to go to the bullpen. Sandy, actually, no. Sandy, we're going to let you go until you do something bad. Beautiful. All right. We are in World Series winning territory. Cade Smith is going to come in. Just get me 2 outs so I can... All right. I'm hopping in immediately. Not the biggest fan of Cade Smith in this game either, but in the sim, he's a beast, so... All right, there we go. Give me one more. Give me one more. Beautiful. We'll take a K. We'll take one. 2 more. 2 more, Cade. Or double play works, too. If that runner on first wants to get a little bit antsy and try to steal second, Ava Arquette doesn't have the greatest arm, but I think he'll get a job done. Damn, look at how tall he is! Dude's fucking huge. Pause. Big pause, but damn. That's what 6'5" looks like behind the plate, I guess. Damn, they probably have to make him custom gear. Alright. 1 more out, and we are World Series winners. Come on. Come on, Luis Garcia, Nationals legend. Come on. Fastball up and in. Sit him down, Cade. Wow. That was almost very bad. He's early on that, though, so inside splitter, sit him down. Come on. Good miss. Very good miss. Might be an insane pitch to throw, but see if it works. And it does! We are World Series champions. Your San Francisco Giants, who are all Giants, we get the job done. James Wood did a job. That's all that matters to me as a Nationals fan. Shelby Miller with a loss. Sucks to suck. Didn't even know they had Luke Keeschel. But yeah, we get the dub. We are World Series winners. Cade Smith gets the final out. Yeah, we smoked them. It was a pretty competitive series, but we smoked them 4-1. James Wood wins the World Series MVP. Joey Gallo playoff MVP. I never thought I would say those words. But but it was him. He was him. But that being said, that is going to be it for this one. Thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.